What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you guys our next matchup in the Everyone is Here tournament. So if you haven't seen it before, very simple. It's a breakdown. It goes like this. We have a tournament with 100 characters in it, and then each day on my channel, except for Sundays, I upload one of the matches from the tournament. I try to make a case why both the characters would make sense for Smash DLC. And then down in the comments, we vote. I will throw up the rules on screen in just a second so you guys get an idea of how this runs down if you're new and you want to read that, or if you just want a refresher for whatever reason. But yeah, let me throw up the rules right now for you. And one of the most important rules is always remember this is just for fun. And I have to emphasize that all the time because, look, we have characters in here that are assist trophies, that are spirits, that are me costumes, that are characters that are, you know, quote-unquote disconfirmed, and they'll never happen for Smash Ultimate. So, again, just for fun, if you like a character, you're more than welcome to vote for him. So, basically, how this works, it doesn't matter the current situation. If you like a character, if it was your preference, would you have a certain character in the game as a playable rep? Yes or no? And that character happens to be in the match for the day, you vote for it. You know, that's how it works, all right? It's all for fun. But another important rule is you only get one vote per person. How do you vote? That is simple. Down in the comments, you type who your vote is for. So today's matchup is Shadow the Hedgehog taking on Ribbon Girl. So you vote for one of them down in the comments by simply typing out the character's name that you're voting for. Very simple. You are allowed to vote for both, but remember, one vote per person. The rest of the rules, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose twice before being officially eliminated. Once we get to the results, you know, to see who wins or loses all the matches, if there's ever a tie in it, you know, the results, I'll just flip a coin on camera. Fairest way to break the tie. Fairest way. But, yeah, the last rule is each matchup voting-wise only lasts for just 1 week. That means, so today's Monday, which means we'll get the results of today's matchup next Monday. Those are the rules. And I'm pretty much done with that, so let's get to the bulk of the video now. Alright, so we have to go over the results from last Monday, which was a loser bracket matchup, meaning we're going to eliminate our very first character from this entire tournament, and that matchup happened to be Crypto from Destroy All Humans taking on Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. I don't think anyone's going to be too surprised about how this one went. Yeah, Leon Kennedy ended up winning, so Leon is still alive in the tournament. But remember, if you're in the loser bracket, it just means you lose one more time, you are done. You're eliminated. Hasta la vista, bye-bye. So Crypto happens to lose. That means Crypto's done. So Crypto went 0 for 2, didn't win a single match. But there were quite a bit of people I did see down in the comments saying Crypto had it tough. Crypto would be a fun character, you know, he just kind of... sad that he kind of went up against some really big name characters. So, yeah, unfortunately, Crypto is the first character to be eliminated from the tournament, but Leon gets to move on. So, congrats to Leon, at least. That's how it goes. All but one character will end up being eliminated eventually, because we're going to crown a champion way down the road. But, yeah, that's the result. So, let's go to the matchup for the day, way back up here in the winner's bracket. Actually, who did, just in case you didn't know, Crypto had an extremely difficult time. Round 1, faced off against Shantae, who just practically wins every match, except for one, asterisk. But then he ended up facing Leon Kennedy, another very big name in the gaming world. So Crypto didn't have favorable matches, but I don't know. If Crypto ended up getting in somehow, there's a lot of people, myself included, that really feel he'd make a very fun character. So, let's talk about the matchup for the day. Shadow the Hedgehog, yes, the assist trophy. Who cares if you like him? Vote for him. You want to see him in the game as a playable character? Vote for him. Simple. But he's taking on Ribbon Girl. Yes, the me costume. Yes, the spirit. If you like the character, you can vote for her. Very simple. That's how the rules break down. So, who we starting with? Shadow? No, Ribbon Girl. Ribbon Girl. Now, why could Ribbon Girl make sense? Why? ARMS is a new franchise that was introduced to us this console cycle on the Nintendo Switch. It did sell, I think it sold over, was it 2 million? I don't know. If it wasn't over 2 million, it was close to 2 million. It sold very well. And if you try to put that into perspective, new franchises that make their debut even reaching 1 million copies sold is a tremendous accomplishment. That pretty much will greenlight any future project to be like, yep, you're getting a sequel. Fans loved it. Now, there is something to be said about the ARMS franchise. Some people say kind of died off pretty soon, but there has been a pretty decent amount of the fan base that kind of did stick with it for the first, I'd probably say the first year, that it was after it came out and after it got released. And ARMS was it was really a fun game. I owned it. I don't anymore, but I did own it. They had free DLC. They had fun online tournaments, online events. The gameplay was pretty fun. You take control of a character, and you got like these springy arms, and you could do some really cool, awesome fighting mechanics and maneuvers. And that's why I think anybody from ARMS would be such a fun fighter, fun character, moveset wise, because look, you're gonna have your melee, you're gonna have your fist, your combatant, right? But I think the cool thing is, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read that a little bit later. But the fun thing with them is, I think they would be a melee character that would have such long range to their attacks, so they're more of a they're like a physical presence, but they can hit you from far. So like potential wise in the moveset breakdown and everything, like the punches would reach extremely far. I'm not saying reach the entire length of a stage by any means. No. If you take Springman's assist trophy, for example, he does have tremendous reach on his arms for his punches, for his attacks. So something very similar, if not that exact same length, would be fun to see. Yeah, a lot of it's going to revolve around punches and everything, but like the character could still be up close, but maybe that could be, I don't know if I want to say that would be like the weak point, but what I mean by that is if you get up close, your punches will still do damage, obviously. But I feel like the better part would be to really keep your opponent kind of, away from you and really try to connect those long-range attacks, try to keep them distance, and, maybe a fun way to kind of do that as well. Maybe you could control, instead of, throwing right and left, maybe, not at the same time, maybe you could throw the right, long right hook and then, follow it up with a long left hook. Something like that would be kind of a fun sort of mechanic in there. Maybe you could launch a double fist attack. You could just do whatever. It would be pretty fun. They do have an easy final smash. They have a game mode called Headlock Scramble. Puts on this mask, this head, and you end up getting like an additional 4 arms, and you just go to town. You just waste your opponent, just punch him to oblivion. So final smash is easy. Moveset is pretty simple. I know some people would consider it like another Little Mac type of character, but I feel they could have a bit better recovery, and they just be much more rangy for obvious reasons. But all in all, I think ARMS will definitely be one of the more considered newer franchises for the next Smash game. Yeah, they're setting. I can't say that because I don't know. I don't work on Smash. I don't work with Nintendo and Bandai. But in my opinion, ARMS, the franchise, it's set where it's at. We're confined. We're only getting the assist trophy. We're only getting the Mii costumes, and we only got the spirits. Whatever we have, that's what we get. I don't feel any ARMS DLC for Smash as a playable fighter is coming. But come on, they got to be up towards the top of the list. And odds are we might even see an ARMS 2 by the next Smash. By the time the next Smash game comes out, so it could just help their chances even more. So yeah, Ribbon Girl would be a fun character nonetheless. But so would her opponent, Shadow the Hedgehog, a long-time fan favorite character, not just for Smash Bros, just games in general. Look, Shadow has history in gaming. Shadow has everything. He's got personality. You could do some awesome sort of movesets, and you could do like 2 different paths for movesets. He could do his own unique sort of just his moveset, or he could just do a straight-up Echo Fighter. I know a lot of Shadow fans always will comment in my videos when Shadow's in a matchup that they'd be totally content with just having Shadow as an Echo Fighter. Just give us Shadow. That's a lot of people's minds. Just give me the character. I just want to play as the character. It's an easy upgrade as well. I mean, Echo Fighters, Sakurai said, take much less time to develop than obviously original characters. So you already got the base, you already got the groundwork, everything's already there. You just got to change up a little bit, a few details here and there for him. So, like, Shadow is just ready to go. And plus, I guess you could dive into the whole, all right, what about an assist trophy? Should that get a playable upgrade? Now, you can make arguments for probably quite a few characters that are assist trophies, but we'll focus on Shadow for this topic. Shadow is very easy. They have, like, assist trophies already have movements, they already have animations, and especially if you take Shadow as an example and just make him an Echo Fighter, or even a semi-Echo, a lot of the work is just already done, and it just makes it that much easier. Promoting an assist trophy is something that's always a big topic among Smash Bros, whether it's from game to game, or whether it's in-game to, hoping that we get it like some sort of promotion. It's easy to do. They're fan favorite characters, and it's like, all right, they can't keep getting the assist trophy treatment for this, for much longer, right? Eventually, we have to get them as a playable character. We have to get a playable rep as them, So, like, characters like Shadow, like Waluigi, like Skull Kid, like Isaac, just to name a few, like, eventually, not eventually. They deserve it right now. Those characters that I named, plus a few more that I haven't named, they deserve that upgradable character status. I mean, look at the roster at this point for Nintendo characters, third-party characters, if you will. We'll just take first party, for example. There's first-party characters on the roster that are not even that important to their series, and yet we have these assist trophies that fans are clamoring for, that we want to see. Like, we need them to be added to the roster. But yet, they still, I don't want to say it's like disrespectful, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a slap in the face to the community. I mean, like, look, it's great, they're in the game. But how many times am I going to have to sit there and go, yay, new Smash game. Oh, he's an assist trophy again. Why? It's so simple. So, look, Shadow's easy to do. Shadow, whether it's a unique fighter, whether it's an Echo, semi-Echo, whatever it is, Shadow's easy. For this one, my vote's simple for this one. Shadow is getting my vote for this one. Plus, Sonic series, how do they not have a second rep by now? Castlevania has a second rep before Sonic series had a second rep in Smash Bros. That's crazy, right? That's a little crazy. But, yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a little sneak peek for tomorrow. Who do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow's matchup is going to be Captain Syrup from the Wario series taking on Lloyd Irving, who's definitely being kind of one of the more speculated characters for DLC. So we'll see how that matchup plays out tomorrow. And then we'll get the results for another loser bracket matchup. I believe it was Earthworm Jim. Yep. Earthworm Jim was taking on Shovel Knight. So one of them is going to lose, and we'll have our second elimination. But that's tomorrow. Today's today. Today's wrapping up. I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.